So, after being an anime fan for quite some time, there are things that I, just like anybody else, have taken a disliking to. And the things I've taken a disliking to and want to talk about today are bad anime tropes. Now, liking a certain trope in an anime is 100% your own opinion, but if the tropes you like come up in this video, I don't know what to say. That's just weird. Anyway, since there's no real reason to stall, I'd like to bring up one of our horrible tropes, which is useless female characters. Now, being a male anime fan just means that there are going to be certain female characters that we naturally root for. And although I myself am more of a character development type of guy, most female characters are used for particular reasons. And the most notable ones are fan service, a healer if they're in an action anime, or just being a love interest for the main character. And in some circumstances, they just end up dying. I'm talking to you, Gege. And it's just annoying because in some anime there's things that we can't fix for the female characters even though they should be fixed. But as time goes on, the trope is starting to dwindle down more and more, and females are starting to become more and more relevant within anime and manga. But all around, it's still a bad trope to go by. But if you want to talk about a trope that'll make you absolutely uncomfortable, let's talk about the sibling complex. And this trope seems to just be popping up more and more as time goes on. Like if you're a JJK fan, you might have noticed that May and her little brother have a little thing going on, and trust me, I was feeling the same way that Yuji did in this moment. May had so much potential.
What do you mean by that?
Some of my least favorite anime of all time all have the same thing in common, which is, surprise surprise, the sibling complex. And some anime that have this trope are so uncomfortable that a person like myself who watches pretty much every anime I start all the way through, it makes me want to drop it. I absolutely hate myself for finishing a couple of cuckoos, by the way. And if I end up not minding the complex, it ends up only being one-sided or not reciprocated at all, but it's still the thought of the complex in general is just disgusting. And the last and most annoying trope, in my own opinion, that I'll be talking about today is the mega perv trope. I'm looking at you, Mineta. Anyway, almost every anime that you and I have both watched most likely has a pervy character. And I'm not saying that's a horrible thing. But when a pervy character's only character trait is literally to be a perv, what person wouldn't be annoyed by that? And don't even get me started on the pedo pervs in anime, also known as EDP 445.
I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
When you see characters like these, you instantaneously dislike them. And if you meet anyone whose favorite character is one of these characters, you'd probably get out of that situation. And it's not like popular anime don't incorporate these tropes. Like in JJK, they have the sibling complex trope, but it's still a top anime. And some of the best anime out right now can incorporate these bad tropes and still have a good series. Look at Sanji in One Piece. I'll never forget this absolutely out-of-pocket scene from this One Piece movie.
これからはナミさんの体が大人に成長していく貴重な日々を共に過ごすことができるってことなのか
And don't even get me started on Fishman Island. But with all that being said, he's still a favorite character in the series. And at the end of the day, these tropes will probably always be in anime, besides the useless female one, hopefully. But anyway, my opinion really doesn't matter at all, so peace out.